My name is Patricia. I'm Ivorian Swedish. I was born and raised in Ivory Coast. I lived in many countries: Sweden, Canada, the UK, France, Mexico. I've been around a bit. I love to travel, and I'm always been interested by cultural differences and how perception and interpretation makes a lot of differences in how people interpret what you say. So because of that, I did an international business school, and from there, I've been traveling a bit everywhere. So I didn't do the big shop like a lot of people do. I didn't just cut everything at once. I went to the hairdresser. I was very tired of the investment and the hustle because I had really long hair before. Actually, I had hair till here approximately, yeah. It shocks a lot of people sometimes. I was tired of having to go everywhere with my hair dryer and my brushes. I had so many of them because I also have a curly afro. So I don't have straight hair, so it's a lot of work. And I went to the hairdresser and I just saw her chop everything off. I'm done, I'm tired. And her first reaction was, oh my gosh, don't do that. You have long hair. It's going to be too much of a dramatic change for you. Cut it progressively, little by little. And if you actually like short hair, trust me, you get shorter and shorter. And that's exactly what I did. So the first cut, I think I ended up here, and then a little bit less, and now I have this. I might go back at some point, potentially. I know I will never go back to long hair. Never say never, so I don't know, but I doubt it. Because the people in my family tend to cut their hair once they get older, get kids, etc. So I don't think I'll go back to long hair. But I do miss it sometimes. I feel like there's also this thing about being able to do many different cuts, different hairstyle. I see sometimes girls have those lovely cute buns, etc. Well, you cannot do that anymore. That would be the only part I think that I'm missing. Not at all. I will say they're intrigued. The first question I get asked all the time is, did you have long hair before or you always had short hair? And the questions are, I even get more questions afterward because I did have really long hair. So it's, what happened? Why did you cut it? What came up in your head? How is it now? Like all the questions pretty much that you're asking me now. So I think people are more curious because it's out of the ordinary. It's different. It's like exotic. But beside that, I don't see any changes in the way they behave with me or how they see me, I'll say. Okay, that's quite funny because I have a little anecdote about it. We were actually with work at somewhere in the Alps for a little retreat, and there was a lot of sauna and jacuzzi involved, etc. And I had an afro, so I did had very long straight hair. Then I cut it a bit short. Then I decided to go natural, so I had an afro. And I went with this afro to this retreat, and trust me, all the time in the jacuzzi, etc., my hair was puffy. It was a mess. So I got back to the house. I got straight into the bathroom with a pair of scissors. My mom was like, "What is happening?" I cut everything and got out of there, and she probably thought she lost it. Something happened during the weekend. Do you want to tell me? Are you okay? And I'm like, oh my God. I couldn't wait because the week after I was meant to go to, was it somewhere in Spain? And I was thinking, if you only spend 3 days in jacuzzi, your hair is a mess. What is it going to be when you go actually to the beach? Oh, pros are many. Um, Saving money, saving time. My luggage are lighter than they used to be. I don't have to carry everything with me. I wake up in the morning, I don't have to do much, not to say nothing. So those will be the pros. The cons, which are not really cons, I'll say you go more often to the hairdresser. I say because short hair for me needs more grooming. You actually have to keep it clean, otherwise it looks horrible. I dramatically decrease my spending of at least 85 to 90% just for my hair. So from there, going twice to the hairdresser makes no difference. So it's not really a con. And then I'll say the second part is more the sometimes you want to do something a bit different. Well, beside cutting it a bit shorter or dyeing it or doing another color, you will always have short hair. No, they charge, it depends of places, but most of the time, and I think that's the thing that is very weird and that I still don't understand. They will charge you as a regular cut mini salon, especially here in Ireland. In the UK, it was different. In France, it's different. They will charge you men prices, but here, it's very rare. And if you put the color, because I also bleach my hair, if you put the color on top of that, sometimes they say 100, and you're like, sorry, what? €100 for a haircut that I will keep for two weeks, because my hair grows really back really fast. So if every 2 weeks I have to spend 50 or €100 just to do my hair, it makes no sense. So what I started actually doing my color myself. I buy the product, they're not that expensive. And because it is short hair, it's actually, there's no miss. It's like if I had to highlight it, it would be more complicated, more work. But for what I have to do, honestly, I just do it myself. I'm not there yet to cut it myself, so I still need to go for that, but it's an investment that I can easily pass on. I definitely still feel feminine. I don't, and I think also one thing. So initially, when I had just dark hair, so people might think, "Oh, are you a lesbian or something?" Because they had this, or maybe linked to your health. Like, are you okay? If you don't mind me asking, is there any reason why you cut your hair? But because I bleach it and I have a color by default, I mean, you cannot be sick and have a color. That means it's a style that you want to have. And because it's blonde, I think blonde kind of colors give this little bit of a flavor to it. So then it becomes more of a style choice. And in that case, it's sexy. It's feminine. I don't think anyone actually asked me for a long time now if I'm lesbian. It was before when I had dark hair, when I had my natural hair. The only thing black men might do or say in general is that, but that's cultural, because in African black men, not American, that would be different. Um, Long hair is the symbol of feminism. So they will always say, "Oh, Patricia, you look good, but oh my God, when you had long hair." And they keep going back to the longer hair because for them, by default, that is what is more feminine and that is what they're used to. When Caucasian will have a tendency to say, "You look different, you look good, it really suit you." They wouldn't even say, "I don't know what you had before as a haircut, but I think this suit you very well." So now I actually don't feel any different, less or more feminine. I think it's still the same. I don't think the outside actually counts, because if you're happy with yourself, that's what shows. I mean, an aura, whatever. It's how you feel. If you dynamic and people are joining to you, it's because you're giving something away. And I don't think my haircuts change anything. On the contrary, it might actually give. I think it might represent a bit more my personality. I'm quite speed. I'm somebody that is outgoing, and now it's more. Okay, you got this. We can tell by your style, rather than before when I had long hair and I kind of looked like everyone in a way. Oh yeah, it's always, "Oh, and no, daddy, look at the lady." They make me stop. The parents make me stop. "Oh, actually, my daughter wanna look at you and blah blah blah. Do you mind if she touch your hair?" No, 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 go ahead. Yeah, kids love short hair. Women with short hair. I don't know why, but it's probably because it's different. I think it's always like you used to see like princesses on TV or in movies that have long hair. All of a sudden, ooh, woman, short hair. Okay, interesting. So for my dad, there's this, like I was saying before, this African culture. Women have long hair. So when I was younger, I hate having my hair cut. I think the shorter haircut I had was here till here, but that would be the most. And I didn't really like it because I didn't have my ends. It was puffy, so that I have a bit of an afro, so it was everywhere. So I really didn't like it. So I always thought short hair will never suit me because it would be horrible. This length, you cannot handle it. You can never have short hair. So I always used to play with my dad when I'll go to the hairdresser and tell him, Dad, Mom wants me to go to the hairdresser. She's going to cut my hair. And he's going to like argue a bit, like, don't cut her hair. Her hair is supposed to be long. She's a woman, blah, blah, blah. So he was, like, I think like most black men, confused. Why? You had very long, healthy hair. Why did you cut it? When my mom, that has short hair and that loves short hair and that always wanted me to have short hair, she was excited. She found the approach weird, me coming, as I said, out of a weekend, going in the bathroom, coming back with really short hair. But for her, it was not weird. On the contrary, it was fine. But for my dad, and for my uncles, it was a bit of, why did you do it? I think it comes down to how you feel about it. Because they clearly, and especially I kept it for a long time. I still have it now. I had short hair now, I think for almost 3 years. After a while, you're used to it, and then you realize it's actually pretty. You pass the stereotype and the fact that you want a woman to have long hair. Past that, it suits you. So my dad loves it. My niece has short hair now. My sister-in-law has short hair. My cousins have short hair. A lot of people now in my family, because they saw how confident I was, I guess, with it, and how happy I was to have my hair short and tell them it's easier now, they went ahead and they cut theirs as well. So, yeah.
You started the revolution.
I did.
Thank you for watching our video. Be sure to like, share and subscribe or comment if you have any questions. We invite you to take a look at happyconsciousliving.com to start reading our free monthly inspirational positivity lifestyle magazine. To access our previous releases, make sure to subscribe for free to our magazine today. Happy Conscious Living. Stay positive. Be happy.